Hi, this is Zach with the US Chartbreakers here at Zach's Traders Cafe for Friday the 13th of June. Unlucky for some. Moving on to the S&P as a starter, and here you can see that as of yesterday's close, 60.45, we were we were in a good place. We were looking at the potential retest of 61.50, the highs of the year, and we were well above the old support there. The initial resistance there from the beginning of last month, 59.65, which is almost precisely where we are at the moment in terms of the pre-market. So it'll be interesting to see whether we can stay above that level. On an end-of-day close basis, if we can do that, then it's still up towards the best-case scenario target, 63.30 by the end of next month. Otherwise, we have the risk of either a test of recent support, 58.50, or worst case, 57.70, which was the late March resistance. Moving on to the Nasdaq, and obviously another outdated chart, but here you can see that we were very close to the record levels, 22,200. We were hoping and still hope that we can stay above 21,500 on an end-of-day close basis if we can. Then looking for the top of the broadening triangle from the early part of last year, as high as 23,000 by the end of next month. Moving on to the stocks, and starting off with Allied Gaming, which has appeared here a couple of times before. I think here you can see a lot of action in terms of the price action. Looks like a mid-move consolidation, which I call a V-shaped bull flag. Next level up is around the 390 level. Above that, we could see the shares accelerating towards a $6 target, which is a May 2024 resistance line projection. And perhaps that could be by the end of next month. Ideally, we stay above recent support around the $2.70 level, whatever happens. On to another situation which we've looked at quite recently, which is AXT, and here you can see we're in a falling trend channel, top of the channel there around $3.60. We're looking for that by the end of next month, especially after the latest recovery in the shares. What you can see if you look closely is that we've had a bear trap island reversal, so gapping down back in February and then gapping up yesterday, and above the floor of the gap there around $2.10, looking for that $3.60 area by the end of next month, as I have said. Moving on to a new situation, which is Curevac, and here massive gapping action, which has probably caught the bears out as well, because we were looking the other way before the gap up. Recent resistance around the $5.20 area. That's also the area of the gap from back at the end of 2023. So above that $5.20 area, looking for further gains towards the top of that rising trend channel, 740. I suppose ideally, whatever happens, the shares stay on the right side of $5, which was, I suppose, the pre-gap highs that we had yesterday. Situation which we have looked at before, in fact, Defi development, and here got that rising trend channel. Still trying to guess exactly what the parameters are here, but decent price action yesterday with a key reversal to the upside. Looking for the top of the channel there, nominally at $49 by the end of next month, and obviously yesterday's support towards $22, a decent support level, given that it was the floor of a key reversal to the upside. Next on the list is Distoken, and here we have an amazing chart, a crazy chart in fact. Looks as though we've got a rising trend channel heading for up to $40. I suppose that's penciled in for the end of next month, and looking for the stock to at least stay above the $20 level, which was the previous day's close for this market, so the close on Wednesday, and above 20, looking for up to 40 on Distoken. The situation at Klotho is an interesting one at the moment, given that we've got an obvious U-shaped turnaround and a very sharp turnaround in the right-hand side here. What we want to see, though, I suppose, is that resistance on the way down has become new support, $1.30, and we need to hold that for a chance of retesting $3 plus, which has been this week's peak. Moving along to one of the recent exciting situations, which is No Labs, and here managed to hit our target there around the $4.10 level. Above that, looking for a fresh leg to the upside, as high as $8 plus. Ideally, we stay above recent support towards the $3 area, but can't really be more precise than that at this stage. A recent winner has been Limatus, and here a very rocky ride. The initial target here was around the $14.50 mark, which has, I suppose, become support, although there was an overshoot to the downside. On the upside, looking for the top of a triangle there from back in May, that's heading towards the $28 mark. Hopefully that could be a target for the end of this month. On to the last two. The first one is returning to a very strong situation. Sagimet Biosciences, and you can see that the shares almost exactly hit our target there, $8.50. After a 40% rise. Next level up is the $12 area, which is the upper parallel of that broadening triangle from May last year. And we're looking for that by the end of next month, especially while we remain above recent resistance around the $7 area. Finishing off with UroGen, and here we managed to break the falling trend channel there around $9.60. Above that, looking for $14, perhaps as soon as the end of this month. That is derived from the top of a broadening triangle in place on the daily chart since November. Whatever happens, we'd like to stay above the 50-day line there at $8.66. That's it from me today. More updates over the weekend.